Hello, today I will be presenting my mathematical teaching activity. Today's lesson is focusing on statistics, in particular obtaining data and finding appropriate models of data representation to reflect the students' results. Students will be using digital and non-digital means of research to collect their results. Students will be seeking out what people's favourite animals are as their task. As Booker and Bond of 2014 mentioned in their book of teaching primary mathematics, statistics is an integral part of everyday life. They help us summarize information and highlight important points or outlying results in a set of data. This can assist people in many ways, varying from choosing which product at the supermarket has a better health rating to providing someone with an influential piece of information when deciding if they will participate in a dangerous activity or not. This activity would be a part of a learning sequence in what would ultimately address the learning intention of achieving statistical literacy. Booker and Bond define this as the ability to see beyond numbers listed and be able to understand, interpret, and critically evaluate the story contained in the data. This lesson will be addressing the subheading of statistics and probability at a Year 4 level, and the topic of data representation and interpretation, as seen here. This targets children to create appropriate displays of data and encourages them to use tables, column graphs, etc. to represent different values. To begin this activity, students will complete a small Kahoot created by the teacher, answering questions relating to the gathering, analysing, and representation of data as a hook. As Georgeson, Dole, and Larkin of 2020 explain, a hook is a great means for a teacher to engage students in a new topic and is also a method to get a gauge on students of their prior knowledge in this area as a means of formative assessment. Once the starter activity is completed in the Kahoot, students can jump into the main activity. The teacher explains the process of collecting and representing data using the data framework. The teacher will paraphrase this in a way that is language appropriate for this year level. This model is provided by Booker and Bond. It is set into 5 chronological parts. The first part is formulating the questions. This is an integral part of the process as the questions shape the answers and the students answers the students are looking for to reflect in their data. The students are aimed to narrow down their questions to a specific series of questions. The second component is devising a plan. This is where students identify how the data will be collected and what exactly they are measuring. This third aspect is collecting and organising the data. Once the data collection process has been completed, refinements could possibly be made to enhance the data and ensure it aligns with what type of results the students are trying to attain. Booker and Bond explain how analysing data is the second last component of the framework. This part is very similar to the last part mentioned. Finally, the last section of representing the data framework is to present and interpret the data. Students can analyse what do these results show us and what does this mean to them. Does this match their hypothesis or their initial thoughts? This data framework is applied to this lesson and we'll see students utilise this in their statistics lesson and research. The lesson begins by the teacher modelling to students on the whiteboard how to use basic data collection strategies such as a tally chart. The teacher explains the importance of clearly setting out your data collection to make it easier to collate results. Teacher uses an example of students' favourite colours to demonstrate data models such as table graphs, column graphs, etc. The teacher questions and prompts students to explain how these data reflections work and to get a gauge on their understanding of how the teacher has explained this and whether they understand it or not. The student's objective for this statistics lesson is to collect data on people's favourite animal. The teacher gives them time to go out and survey the rest of their classmates. Once they've collected these results, in pairs, students are to use their computers and go on the internet to find different studies of people's favourite animals and also collect these results. The survey via face-to-face of their classmates, as well as the research results on their computers of people's favourite animals, directly address the curriculum dot point by quote, with and without the use of digital technologies. Once the students have obtained their digital results, they are to formulate these into the graphs shown by the teacher, these being column and table graphs. Students using the individual surveys results for one set of data collection and producing graphs into their pairs' findings and reflecting their found results. For an effective lesson, teachers should regularly check in on all their students' understanding by offering assistance or giving small prompts to better understand the students' comprehension of this new topic. Excelling students can be challenged by being introduced to more complex charts, such as pie charts or pictograms, to fully stretch these students out.